Most people spend their entire lives confined to the same place. They hesitate, they overthink, they wait, convinced that someday something will change. One day they'll wake up with motivation, that life will somehow shift and their breakthrough will come. But for most, it never does. They remain stuck in the cycle of comfort and inaction, hoping for change instead of making it. Meanwhile, the top 1% live differently. They don't wait for change. They force it. They don't rely on luck or motivation. They move when it's time to move. They act when others freeze. They move forward while the rest are still debating. One perfect example of this mindset is Ayanokoji. He doesn't waste energy overthinking. He doesn't move randomly. Every action he takes is clean, calculated, and precise. It's not because he's special. It's because he's trained himself to treat action as non-negotiable. This is what separates those who move ahead and those who fall behind. Winners don't make action a choice. They make it inevitable. If you want to rise above mediocrity, you don't need more motivation. You don't need more time. You need momentum. Because once momentum is built, it carries you. It pulls you forward. It makes the effort feel natural. And it makes progress feel unavoidable. Now here's the good news. If you can learn how to build it, you can get ahead of 99% of people in just 14 days. But let's be clear. Momentum doesn't just appear. It doesn't show up when you're in the mood. It's something you create, deliberately, daily. That's what this 14-day challenge is for. It's a proven acceleration plan, one that follows 4 powerful phases: rewiring your thinking, optimizing your energy, mastering deep focus, locking in execution. Every day you'll unlock a new variable. And by the end of the 14 days, forward motion will become second nature. Phase 1, rewire your thinking. Before we can move fast, we need to cut the brakes. The brakes are your mental habits. The little voices that whisper, "Not now. Maybe later. I don't feel like it." This is why most people never get anywhere. They're stuck inside their own minds. Let's destroy those barriers. Day 1, reset your brain's dopamine system. Your brain runs on dopamine. It's the chemical that drives motivation and reward. But there's a problem. Every time you scroll through social media, every time you binge watch a show or get lost in endless entertainment, you flood your brain with cheap dopamine. The more your brain gets dopamine from easy sources, the less motivated it becomes to do real work. That's why studying feels boring, why working out feels like a chore, why focus is so hard. So today we reset your brain. Sit in complete silence for 30 minutes. No phone, no music, no distractions, just you and your thoughts. It will feel uncomfortable, but that's the point. You're forcing your brain to stop expecting instant pleasure. You're giving it space to recalibrate. And right after the silence, jump straight into deep work. Study, train, build something. You'll notice something strange. Effort will feel natural again. This is how you take back control. Day 2, build a mental operating system. The biggest killer of consistency is indecision. Should I start now or later? Should I take a break or push through? Every moment of hesitation drains energy. So today we eliminate choice. Create 3 rules. Simple, clear, and powerful. Examples: wake up at 6:30 a.m., no snooze. No phone until after deep work. Write for 60 minutes before checking messages. Once your rules are in place, you follow them. Period. No more mental arguments. No more asking yourself how you feel. You just execute. That's how winners think. Day 3, break the loop of emotional reactivity. Most people live as slaves to their emotions. If something feels hard, they stop. If they feel unmotivated, they don't start. Not you. Not anymore. Today, you begin training your response to resistance. When something feels difficult, ask yourself, will this matter in 10 years? If the answer is no, ignore the discomfort and keep going. If the answer is yes, then that's proof it's worth the struggle. And when overthinking hits, use this technique. Say stop out loud, clap your hands, then take immediate action. This physical pattern interrupts hesitation and forces a reset. Phase 2, optimize your energy. Execution is impossible without fuel. If your body is tired, foggy, or drained, no mindset shift will save you. We're going to optimize your biological system so you wake up ready to move. Day 4, cut the silent energy leaks. Most people don't lose energy because they're working too hard. They lose it because they're leaking it. Every time you check your phone, every time you multitask, every time you pause to reply to a message, your brain has to refocus. This creates attention residue, which silently drains your energy. To stop this, use the 5-minute delay rule. Every time you feel the urge to check your phone, tell yourself, I can, but only after 5 more minutes of uninterrupted work. This small delay kills the impulse. Day 5. Boost cellular energy. At the center of your energy are your mitochondria, the power generators of your body. Today you strengthen them in 3 ways. Morning sunlight, 5 to 10 minutes outside, signals your body to start producing energy. High-intensity movement, 30 seconds of sprinting or push-ups. Shock your system into action. Electrolyte intake. Add salt or an electrolyte mix to your water. Sodium, potassium, magnesium, they matter. Better mitochondria equals more energy equals more execution. Day 6. Use stimulants strategically. Caffeine can be a tool or a trap. Using it the wrong way leads to energy crashes. Using it the right way unlocks sharp focus. Here's how. Delay your first caffeine dose by 90 minutes after waking. This allows your body's natural alertness to rise. Use caffeine before deep work, not randomly. Cut it off 8 to 10 hours before bed to protect your sleep quality. Use it like a sniper, not a machine gun. Phase 3. Master deep focus. Focus is a skill, one that few people ever master. But once you do, the results are unmatched. Day 7. Remove exit points. Before you start any session of deep work, eliminate anything that can distract you. Put your phone out of reach. Turn off notifications. Close all unrelated tabs. Distractions aren't just annoyances. They're momentum killers. Day 8. Trigger flow state. Flow is that magical state where work feels effortless. Time disappears, and productivity becomes natural. To enter flow, set up your workspace in advance. Use a consistent starting ritual, music, countdown, breath work. Balance the difficulty. Not too easy, not too hard. This is where your best work happens. Day 9. Control time perception. Most people feel like time slips away from them. Here's how you stop that. Batch similar tasks together to avoid wasted transitions. Use a countdown timer to add urgency. Compress your work window to force intensity. Less time, more focus, higher output. Day 10. Break the fake limit. When you think you're done, you're usually only 40% done. So today, follow this rule. Whatever you think is enough, double it. If you plan to study for 30 minutes, do 60. If you plan to write 500 words, do 1,000. You're not doing this to be perfect. You're doing it to push your boundary. Phase 4. Lock in execution. This is the final stage. Where do you stop trying and start becoming? Day 11. Build the bounce back reflex. At some point, you will slip. You'll miss a workout. You'll lose focus. You'll skip a day. Most people spiral when that happens. You won't. The second you realize you've slipped, act immediately. Miss a workout? Drop and do push-ups. Skip a task? Do one small part of it now. Don't overthink. Just move. Day 12. Turn pain into training. Every time something feels hard, say 3 words. Good. This is training. You're not looking for comfort anymore. You're chasing a challenge. Because struggle is the sign of growth. At the end of the day, write down your hardest moment. What did it teach you? Turn pain into proof of progress. Day 13. Make the decisions you've been avoiding. Write down 3+ decisions you've been avoiding, big or small. Then you have 24 hours to decide on every single one. It's not about perfection. It's about momentum. Leaders decide. Followers wait. Day 14. Mark the shift. You are no longer the same person who started this journey. Now take one final step. Do something visible and irreversible to mark your transformation. Cut your hair. Throw out your old clothes. Rearrange your room. Delete the toxic app. Post your commitment online. Let there be something real to prove this isn't just a phase. You've made it through the 14 days. You've destroyed hesitation. You've mastered momentum. You've proven to yourself what's possible. Now the only question is, will you keep going? Because the truth is, this wasn't just a challenge. It was a beginning. Now it's time to build the life that once felt out of reach. And you already have everything you need to do it. The world doesn't reward potential. It rewards action. So stop waiting and move.